and welcome back. If you're new around here, my name is May, and usually on this channel we talk way too much about handbags. However, I love throwing in some travel vlogs whenever we do travel, and you guys always give me the best feedback on my pack with me videos. So we have a pack with me video today. We are actually heading over to Montreal for 3 days. It is our second time, so it's gonna be a slower type of pace sort of vacation. But I wanted to share with you what it is that I am packing and taking with me on the trip. Now, as you can see, we're very chill. This is usually how I do my packs with me because I want to be comfortable. There's gonna be a lot of moving around, sitting on the luggage in order to get it closed, adding some weight for compression. So we definitely want to be really comfortable. Now, I won't be vlogging this particular trip because, as I said, we are going to celebrate my little brother's birthday and my parents are actually joining us, so I really want to enjoy the time that we're going to be there together. However, I will leave link down below my previous trip to Montreal, which was during the Christmas season in 2022, and I will leave other various pack with me videos that I have done throughout different seasons in case you guys are interested in a specific season that you're searching for. So first off, before we get started, I do want to say that I tend to try my hardest to pack just a carry-on and a personal item. It's what works best for my husband and I, because if we need to move around, we want to make sure that we're comfortable. I don't want to be carrying around a huge suitcase, let alone more than one suitcase. My personal item is the Away carry-on. It is the carry-on, not the carry-on plus or extended carry-on. They have like a larger size. This bag has been with us for many years. I find it to be the best in the market, honestly. I think it's super comfortable, very sleek, and you guys, she can pack a punch. The hard shell is amazing because you're able to really squeeze in your things in there. I definitely end up sitting on it every time that I need to close it, but she stays put, and as I said, I just really feel that she is worth the investment. And then for this particular trip, I am taking my Nagedi large tote as my personal item. I rotate between this one, my Longchamp large tote, or my Keepall 45. But for this, I'm not gonna pack too much, so I thought that this tote would be perfect. Let's get into it, because if not, this video can be a million years. Oh, I didn't know if I mentioned. So instead of vlogging the trip, what I thought I would do is at the beginning share with you how it is that I'm going to pack and what I'm taking. And then in the second half of the video, I will insert clips of me actually putting the outfits together. So first thing we're gonna put in this side is basically all of my outfits. I'm going to try to put everything on this side, and then on this side just keep it here for my boots and my 2 coats, which one of them is a puffer coat, so you guys already know that's going to take a little bit of space. So we're just gonna go ahead and start rolling up and putting everything here. Since this one does have the compression side, I will leave all of my outfit details also linked below for you guys to see as I show you how I style them. But these sweaters here are from Amazon, and I've found them to be very comfortable and also very warm. I am taking a pair of thermals that I will be wearing underneath, of course, because the weather is going to be in the single digits, and for us coming from Miami, that is extremely cold. We have 3 sweaters here. We do have 2 pair of tights that I'm taking. I do want to take some options since I'm only going to be basically wearing tights. I'm taking these 2 and I'll pop these here on the side, and then I am taking my Spanx leggings, but I'm actually leaving with those as my airport look, so I don't need to pack those. We have here my little pajama set, and then I'm also going to pack in here my underwear and my thermal set. Then I'm going to fit in both of these beanies. Actually, I'm lying, I'm only gonna fit in one because I do plan on having the other one in an easy access, so I'll probably end up taking it in my personal item. So when we arrive in Canada, I have easy access to kind of bundle up before we head out to catch an Uber. So everything is in here, and then this is one blanket scarf that I am taking, so I'm also going to pack it in here. Now the fun begins. Let's go ahead and close this baby up. Now, I do feel for winter vacations, you really just kind of have to focus on cute beanies and cute scarves for the most part, because the rest of your outfit, you're rarely ever going to see it, you know, just when you're inside of a place and you take off your coat. So I really think that just being able to play around with the scarf and the beanie and any other little accessory like your handbag kind of gives you the opportunity to make it seem like you have a ton of different outfits all the time when you really have the same bases over and over. So this is good. Excited that closed up. Now let's work on this side. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I am taking 2 pairs of shoes. I will be leaving with one of them. So I'm leaving with these boots. And then I'm taking a pair of nice high heel boots because we do have 2 dinners planned. And I always like to dress up for dinner, especially for winter outfits, because as you can imagine, we don't get that opportunity very often down here. And then the other thing that I will be taking is just a pair of flip-flops. So that's going here. And then one tip that I do want to mention is maximize on your space. So I will be popping up the socks that I will be taking in order to wear with my boots inside of the boots that I am packing, just for that same reason, to be able to maximize as much as I can in space. Something else that I've learned a lot, especially for packing just a carry-on and a personal item, is you want to focus on taking a lot of neutrals, because that's what's going to give you the ability to mix and match as many outfits as possible. I love switching up my looks, especially during vacation, because I love taking pictures just in general, but then I also post them on Instagram and share with you guys little stories and so on and so forth. So I like to have as many looks as I possibly can. And as I've traveled and gotten to know my style and gotten to put together different looks for day and night, I've realized that as many neutrals as I can take, the better it's going to be for me to be able to construct looks. And adding little touches here and there that will make it seem like I'm putting a totally different look together, while just interchanging maybe just a top or a bottom. The last thing that I'm going to put in here is going to be my coat, which obviously are going to be the ones that are going to take up the most amount of space. And that's where the fun comes in of trying to get this baby shut. Okay, so I took a break. Now we're continuing. I actually went to get my coat and saw how much peeling it had. So I do have this little thing which I got from Amazon a couple of years back when I saw that the coats were kind of wearing like that. And guys, this is amazing. It's super inexpensive. I want to say it's under $20, but don't quote me. I'll leave a link down below. And it is amazing to be able to take care of like your wool or wool-like sort of coats. So I just went ahead and did a little bit of shaving if we can call it that, on my coat. And then I was just taking the photo for the thumbnail, so that's why I ended up putting all these things in there. But back to packing. So as I said, we have my boots here, and then we're going to finish off by packing my big coat that I'm taking. So this one primarily I'm going to take it to be able to wear it at night. I do like to turn my coats inside out when I am going to pack them. And this is actually it's not a wool coat, it is polyester, and I think it has some sort of wool in it. Does it, May? It does not. But surprisingly enough, when I wear my thermals and everything else that I pack, I stay really warm. I did take this one the last time that we were in Montreal, and I never felt cold. And you guys, you won't believe me, but I actually got this jacket in H&M for $10. $10. I think it's like 3 years old. It's held up extremely well. Yes, I know it's not a full-on wool coat, which I could probably invest in one, but for the amount of winter, like really hardcore winter vacations that we take, it might honestly not be worth it for me. So this was a steal, and as I said, she's held up incredibly well and she keeps me warm. This is what we're working with. We're gonna go ahead and put the coat there, and then I do want to have my puffer packed last, because this is the one that I'm probably going to use as soon as I get to Canada in order to call an Uber and head to the Airbnb. We do arrive pretty late, So that night we won't be doing anything. Our Canada trip will start the day after. And this particular puffer, I got it in Primark. I did add it, I want to say, also a couple of years back. And again, it's worked out perfectly fine for the vacation trips that we personally take. But this is the best thing and worst thing about these puffer coats. They do take a little bit of space, but they are just basically air. So you're able to push down as much as you possibly want and be able to add as much compression as your suitcase allows you to in order to fit it in your suitcase and make sure that it closes. I'm glad that we are almost finishing. All right, so I know it looks like it's not gonna close, but I promise you it is. And again, that's something that I love about these luggages. They are so good to make sure that you stuff all your things in here and get it closed. So here's the fun part. We are going to be using some body weight to get this baby closed up. Ta-da! Here it is. And I need to sit down and drink some water. All right, so that is pretty much it for my personal item. As I did say, I am going to take my Negeti large St. Bart's tote as my, did I say personal item here for my carry-on? And this for my personal item. I'll share with you when I do have her packed what it is that I'm carrying.